If Canelo not fighting you, forget about everybody else. Go straight to Usyk. Don't play with nobody else. The Usyk fight is one of the biggest fights of this decade right now. Take it while it's hot. Don't play with him, and don't let him play with you. It is not smart for David Benavidez to give Jai Patai a shot at his name right now because he's hot right now. You go up and fight Usyk while you're hot, and it makes sense. You can always come back down and fight Patai if you want to. You understand? If you lost to Usyk, Patai fight's still there. If you lose to Patai, Usyk fight.
That's a chance to make more history. It's a huge risk for both fighters, but Benavidez, obviously Usyk has a major advantage just being at the weight, and he ain't just no sloppy heavyweight that Benavidez can punch on. He got skill with that size. That's a generational wealth type of payday that night.
Yep, I agree.
If Usyk were to do 200, would you fight him?
You guys are giving me a lot of names right now, bro. I think Usyk, if anybody deserves more respect than anybody's Usyk. You know, that's not a fight I could take lightly. I would have to fight a couple fights. Usyk is all-time great. He's probably one of the greatest fighters of the century. You know, that's not a fight I could take lightly. Question is not if I can compete at heavyweight, is do I want to? Right now, I really cruiserweight. Light heavyweight, cruiserweight, probably for the next 5 years. I'm not even thinking about heavyweight. Maybe I'm sure I could fight a heavyweight fight, but right now, until maybe 5 years, I'm not 80%.
Beterbiev.
That's probably like a 75%. You know, these targets that you're naming, I already have my eye on them. You know, like you said, I have a schedule. It's Suda Ramirez, Bivol, and then Beterbiev.
Canelo.
0% now. I think Eddie Reynoso did an interview saying that, there was an opportunity to make it happen at 168, but that was a long time ago, so just forget about the fight. So there was never an opportunity to make the fight. We tried to make the fight. They didn't want to make the fight, so now that fight is at a 0.
I don't know if you guys used to play Street Fighter. I used to play Street Fighter a lot. And the final boss was Bison. But before you get to the final bosses, you do have to go through a few other big dogs as well. You have to go through Blanca. You have to go through Sagat. You know what I'm saying? You have to go through these guys. And if you're David Benavidez, before you get to the final boss, Oleksandr Usyk, you have to go through a few people. And I guess, look, that's maybe what Turkey means. He's not saying Benavidez versus Usyk now. He is saying 2027. So that probably means 2 more fights in 2026. Those 2 more fights, hopefully, in some way, shape, or form, are Opataya.
Benavidez stays at cruiserweight. The obvious fight is Opataya. But with Opataya comes roadblocks now. The man signed to Zuffa. He signed with an organization that wants to get rid of the sanctioning bodies. He made this fight harder to happen.
If the Zuffa belt is holding back Jai Opataya from the biggest fight of his career, is he going to let that fight opportunity leave to keep that belt? Or is he going to say, fuck that belt, the Zuffa belt, I'm going to fight the best guy in the division. That's going to make me the most.
One David Benavidez delivered a major performance with a 6th-round stoppage victory over Gilberto Ramirez, further strengthening his position in the cruiserweight division. After the win, many expected his next move to be a return to 175 pounds for a possible showdown with Dmitry Bivol. However, recent discussions involving influential figures in boxing have suddenly shifted attention toward a very different path, creating fresh speculation about what could come next in Benavidez's career.
Why the biggest challenge might be going up to heavyweight and maybe facing a heavyweight.
Yeah, that could be the reason, you know, at the end of the day, you know. He's fucking beating everybody, every division, so might as well go to fucking heavyweight, you know. But that would be great, man. You know, now that I remember, now that you said that, you know, I think the biggest challenge would be Usyk. That's something like out of this world.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense, but you know, but that's the only guy that I think that would be fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You know, that would be another big challenge. That's another topic, you know, because he is the fucking pound for pound best in my opinion.
You spoke about Roy Jones Jr. He went up to heavyweight to find a challenge.
Yeah, no, and I think that's what I'm saying. You know, like I think he's really young right now. The weight is not there. You know, he's gonna go down to 175. I mean, we're not even there developed at cruiserweight. You know, so we're gonna be playing in those 2 divisions, cruiserweight, who wants